We had an action-packed couple days. We've seen a ton of deer. It's been absolutely awesome, to say the least. It's been so fun. You got like lake effect snow coming in, and it is just coming down. Good morning, guys. It's been a crazy morning. It's been a wild weekend. Me and John both killed does last night. And drank some celebratory beers. Hung out for a little bit. Slept for like 4 hours. Woke up. We're back out here again. It's cold again. Snowing again. But we're in the spot where John killed his doe yesterday. A little different, but really close. He saw 35 deer yesterday evening. And this morning, I've had 4 or 5 deer in shooting range before I even got my bow up the tree. There's just a ton of deer in here. I just had a doe and a buck come running through while I was trying to film this interview. A lot of deer, so camera's finally set up. I think I'm in a good spot. John's about 100 yards from me to the northeast. So, but essentially, there's just a ton of bedding back in here. We're like in a bedding area or on the outskirts of this big bedding area. It's just thick as thieves around us and behind us. And there's a bunch of fields out to the east. We got a south wind, so hopefully we catch these deer coming back from those fields. enough, long enough to put one on the ground, but we'll see. Now that's a bloody arrow there.
I almost think we take her out the way we come in, so we don't put any footprints over there. Because I think we go around and come in like this in the evening.
Right.
Yeah, look at that. That's how much splattered. What happened? Doesn't it feel good when a plan comes together?
Oh, where were you sitting?
I was in that maple up there.
Oh, that's
with the branches.
one?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I had to shoot through a little window. But that's what you look for right there. Now that's an arrow.
Severed, baby.
Severed.
Let's go look at her. There's some blood. Follow the blood trail. Oh yeah. Another one.
Oh, that's liver.
Exit was liver.
Where'd she come out? I think she came out over
Look at
here.
all these old rubs in here, dude. You see all these old rubs in here, John? This is a place you need to sit during the rut.
Well,
Oh yeah, that's a big doe there. Is that the entry or the exit?
I think that's the entry. Look how big she is. Remember,
Which way she was facing?
Yeah, it was like this.
Okay. Well, then you crushed her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh. I think that was your entry. Look how high that is. And it came out low down there.
Did she turn around? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. This is the exit.
It's a good shot, man.
So John made a heck of a shot on that doe, and she expired really quickly. We ran back to the cabin, got the sled, got her out of the woods, cleaned up. What an awesome weekend. 3 does down, but it's not over yet. We got a big lake effect snowstorm coming in, and I still got a tag in my pocket. You're not going to want to miss this next hunt. Full of action, deer everywhere, so stay tuned. Man, have we had an action-packed couple days. We've seen a ton of deer. It's been absolutely awesome, to say the least. It's been so fun. I killed a doe last night. John killed a doe last night. John killed a doe this morning. And I still have a doe tag in my pocket. So, going out one last time here. And gotta see if I can get it done this evening. It's about 3 o'clock, 2:45 right now. And I'm kind of headed back in to the same spot where I killed the doe yesterday. But it's maybe 150 yards away from where I killed her on another bunch of oak trees that look like they're dropping really good. Or dropped really good earlier this year, I should say. And last night, when I was dragging my doe out, I kind of took a loop in there, and it looks beat up more than the oaks that I was set up on. So I think there's an opportunity to be had tonight, and I'm excited. The snow's coming down a little bit. I guess there's like some crazy lake effect snow happening just north of here, maybe 20 minutes along the lake, but it hasn't been too crazy down where we're at. We got about 5 inches of snow, and it's just kind of been coming down real slow. Kicked up 2 deer. Out here. I kicked up 2 deer, and it's like literally right where I want to be. But they're still there. They didn't go anywhere. Just give them a minute. So after I kicked up those 2 deer, I watched them kind of just meandering around, feeding on stuff. I could see, briars moving and whatnot until they kind of disappeared. And I stood in the same spot for probably 15 minutes and didn't hear them, didn't see them before I started moving towards the tree I wanted to hang in. And I ended up getting probably 3/4 of the way up the tree. I think I made like 2 or 3 moves. And I ended up looking out across this bedding area, and there they were. Like, they literally let me climb all the way up this tree and never saw me. The snow was coming down pretty good. The video doesn't really do it justice. And there was a lot of wind, I guess, so maybe they just didn't notice me, and I was going up the backside of the tree. But, yeah, I feel like I got away with a lot. So, and then they just started working towards me, and I had these deer around my tree pretty much the entire night, so pretty wild. this big oak tree to climb so that I could kind of stay behind it the whole way up, because you can see a long ways out through here. It's really thick on the ground, but I imagine deer could see me pretty far off if they wanted to. I got about halfway up the tree and I saw movement, and there was a couple deer out here in this thicket about 100 yards from me. I just took my time and as quiet as I could finished climbing. I got like 3 moves high, so I'm about 22 feet right now. They both just started working right into me. It was a button buck and a younger doe. So here she comes back. If she comes back, I might shoot her. But I got a feeling there's going to be a bunch of deer in here later. So it's getting about that crunch time. She's at like 40 yards right now, just milling around. Well, I don't like the way the arrow looks. I can see the arrow from here. And it looks like it's got guts on it. And I don't like the way she ran. And it's snowing. So if there is any blood down there, well, let's, I'm gonna pack up and, just, go look at the arrow and I guess see what I can find. I might just try pushing it just because of the snow coming down. I'd hate to lose any blood that I got. So, dang it. She was like right there. I don't know what I did. I think I held high or something. All right. Well, let's go see what we got. Hey, you want to help me track?
Come on.
Yeah, dude, I've been covered in deer since I got in the stand, but I'm not too excited about this shot. It was it looks like it's got guts on it, and she ran like I gut shot her, but she was quartering towards me a lot. I think I put it like almost in like the front crease there. You know what I'm saying?
And it exited through her guts?
Maybe, but she ran 250 yards and I lost track of her. She kept going. I could see her the whole way and she was running like with her tail tucked.
Do you think you got something? Is there any blood?
I don't know, I haven't gotten down. I'm just looking at my arrow and there's like brown matter all over the fletchings. But she was quartering towards me hard.
So you could have gotten a lung or something. Okay,
you know.
Let me put my shit on. Little John just came out. We just skinned and quartered one of the deer. I'll just put my shit back. I literally just took my boots off, but I'll throw them back on.
Jeez, dude.
I'm on my way.
You're a working man. Yeah, just come, I mean, if you want to bring the sled too, just in case.
Yeah, so I don't have to make 2 trips.
I'm, right here at these oaks. So,
all right, should I just bring the Kubota back halfway and...
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, that's fine. By the time you get back here, I'll probably be down looking at the arrow.
Okay, I'm coming.
All right, see you.
Bye.
Bye. Guts. Here comes John.
Were you in the White Oak?
Here, hold that. Yeah, I was in that White Oak.
Where'd you shoot her? Right here?
Right here. Right where this is sitting.
Oh, shit.
I mean, we gotta go after her, right? So as me and John are sitting there discussing whether we should let this doe lay for a little while or go after her immediately, her tracks were literally filling up with snow and we were losing all trace of her, like, as we, spoke. So we decided to just go after her immediately and just push it, and hope the shot was better than I thought. So with no blood and snow-covered deer tracks literally everywhere, we decided just to kind of walk in the direction where I saw her run. And, luckily, John ended up finding some blood under the snow. That was a big confidence booster just because we knew from that point we were on her tracks.
That's how much we're losing it.
Yeah.
I had to have gone before. These are her tracks, aren't they?
Yeah, you gotta keep going.
So about 100 yards down the trail after we found the first blood, we ended up coming across a bed with blood in it, which isn't the best sign. We obviously bumped her. We stood there kind of discussing what to do and what we were thinking. And while we were doing that, again, her tracks and the trail was just being covered in snow. And we waited about as long as we could, as long as we felt comfortable, and started tracking her again. This isn't always the best thing to do, obviously, but we had a lot of land to work with, so we weren't really worried about pushing her, into an area where we couldn't track her, at least at this point. And based on where the blood was like showing in the bed, where I remembered shooting her and the angle she was standing. I was pretty sure it was a 1 lung shot at least, and that she was going to expire from this shot. But we were just so worried about losing track of her, not being able to find her, that we stayed on it. We ended up coming across another bed, maybe another 50 yards down the trail, so we weren't pushing her very far, and she kept bedding down, and that did give me confidence to keep going at that point, that these 2 beds we found were so close together. And then probably another 50 yards down the trail, we ended up bumping her and actually saw her.
There she is. Yep, there's the bed.
Blood?
Yeah, there's blood in it.
Less or more?
No more. Same.
So John ended up getting a really good look at her when we bumped her, and she literally let him get probably 10 feet from her before she took off. We didn't see her sitting there, obviously, and he said she looked really bad, like she wasn't moving very good, and he could literally hear the blood in her chest cavity like sloshing around while she was running. At least that's what we think. And, you know, due to all that, we just thought she was pretty close to expiring. So I was kind of happy, you know, the way we ended up tracking her, even though it's probably not, you know, the way some people would do it. But we ended up giving her a little time, and we found her. What a wild ride. Oh my God. We ended up, how many beds did we find? 4 beds?
Yeah.
So I made a less than ideal shot. I'm very interested to see where I hit her. But we got like lake effect snow coming in, and it is just coming down. And the fact that we even got on blood at all at the beginning, you found blood when we split up.
Yep.
Me and John split up down 2 main trails. It's like a miracle. And then we jumped her up. She let us get like 10 feet from us, or from her, like maybe an hour ago. And she just didn't look good at all. She was running like really like she was hurting bad, which you hate to see, but we were pretty confident that if we kind of kept pushing her, you know, she's gonna run out of steam at some point. I'm pretty sure she's dead. She's laying up in front of us like 30 yards, so let's go take a look. And it was like this.
1 lung. It's a one lung shot, everybody. Yeah, she ain't even.
Stand up. You can see the hole plugged up. Oh, God. And that's where it went in. That's where it went in, right there, right at the shoulder. So it ended up actually being a really good decision going after that doe the way we did, because when we woke up the next morning, some of the areas around where we were hunting had almost 24 inches of snow, so it would have made it almost impossible to find her the next day. I'm just super excited and thankful for the way this whole weekend turned out. You know, me and John shot 4 does in 2 days, incoming blizzard. It was epic, so much fun. But as always, you know, thank you guys for tuning in. I love putting these videos together for you guys. Really appreciate the comments. Really appreciate all the views and the subscribes. Again, thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one.